Welcome to the repair shop, where cherished family heirlooms are brought back to life.
This is the workshop of dreams.
Home to furniture restorer J. Blades.
Nowadays, everybody spends a fortune on stuff that once it's broken, they just bin it. But everybody has something that means too much to be thrown away, and that's where we come in.
Working alongside Jay will be some of the country's leading craftspeople.
Every piece has its own story. It's amazing to think that some of my work becomes part of that story.
I've always played with things, I've always repaired things, and I just love it.
There is a real pleasure in bringing people's pieces back to life again.
Each with their own unique set of skills.
I can't wait to get started.
They will resurrect, revive,
Come on, man!
and rejuvenate. Treasured possessions and irreplaceable pieces of family history.
Wow!
Bringing both the objects
She's fantastic.
That's just taken me back 50 years.
and the memories that they hold
Oh, yes.
back to life.
Oh, my God.
This place is filthy.
In the repair shop today, furniture restorers Will and Sonnaz join forces,
I'm Will.
Hello, Will. Nice to meet you.
making big improvements to a very small chair.
So we've got creative freedom.
Yes, you have.
Yeah. Exciting.
Yeah.
And clock expert Steve swaps time for money as he tackles a century-old cash register.
I've no idea where to start on this.
I thought as much.
But first into the repair shop, Richard and Leslie Bauer from Cornwall.
Hello. Hello. How are we doing?
Fine, thanks.
I'm Jay.
Jay, I'm Richard.
All right, Richard. How are we doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
So what have we got in the bag? What's that?
Three guesses.
Come on. What do you think?
Well, it's quite small. I would say it looks like a camera.
Yeah, it does indeed, doesn't it?
Is it a camera?
Shall I open it?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Whoa. Okay. Don't tell me this is a record player. It's a record player, isn't it?
Record player.
Oh, that is cool. Tim, you got to see this. This is one for you, mate. Have a look at this.
Gramophone expert Tim Weeks has been hooked on classic record players since 1963, when his father bought him his first machine at a jumble sale.
It's a record player, but a portable one.
And you wind it up like that.
Yeah.
But when you put the record on, and I put this on here.
Right, to a halt.
Yeah.
If I might intervene at this point.
please.
If I
You're
might
an
intervene.
expert.
This is called a Peter Pan. This particular model were made only in 1924. And almost certainly it'll have a Torrens Swiss motor in it
Right.
with a single 2 centimetre spring, which has probably just about had it.
Yeah.
Because it's 95 years old, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
So how come you guys have got this?
Well,
What's the history behind it?
It was given to me by my father.
Right.
And he told me stories about taking out on picnics.
Okay.
He was courting my mother at the time, and he would play these records on a portable record player. But I think it was given to him by my grandfather, his father.
Okay.
He was a naval captain, so he would go from Liverpool down to Southampton, then down to Tenerife, and then the Ivory Coast on West Africa.
He had it and then he passed it to your dad, and then
my
your
dad.
dad
Yeah.
giving it to you.
Yeah, and now I've got we've got 2 daughters and 1 grandson, and so obviously when time's right,
Yeah.
I'm just dying to pass it on. And it did work. I think our daughters might have had something to do with it.
It's always a little bit worrying when you hear that someone's children have been playing with things, because children can be remarkably destructive creatures.
So when was the last time you heard it playing, anyway?
Oh,
Properly. Oh,
Yeah,
probably
properly.
about...
20 or 30 years ago.
Yes.
So what do you reckon, Tim? Can we sort this out?
If the motor's all there inside,
Maybe?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, what I'd say is...
75%.
Thank you. Thank you for bringing it in. And leave it with us.
OK.
We'll get it sorted.
Gonna happen.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
We've tried watchmakers or clockmakers here and there and showed it to them and they go, oh, not for us. And it means a lot to me that you can actually pass something on like that and keep the magic going.
So, what's the big problem in it?
I don't know what condition that motor's going to be in. If some of the gears have been damaged, there's not a lot to play with.
The sign on the door says repair shop.
Yes.
Don't forget it. I'll take this over to your desk. Right? We could do it.
It's going to be done.
That's what I like to hear.
It's going to be done. I hope.
Tim's first task is to take the record player apart, starting with the sound box, which passes vibrations from the stylus to the horn.
Something very peculiar has been done to this. Someone seems to have put what looks like a cardboard or possibly it's felt washer in there. But if we take the whole thing out, we can see, possibly, what's inside there. We'll just pop that in there, so then we can lift that the whole diaphragm, stylus bar and needle holder away, and then let's see what's under here. Aha! Now, that's what you would expect to see. I don't know why somebody would have put that in there. If they were trying to sort of quieten the volume down, you would put, you know, jam something into the end of the horn, literally. And yes, that is where the expression, put a sock in it, comes from. Why somebody hid that behind this bit of stuff, goodness only knows. There's quite a lot to do, considering what a small box it's all in.
Next, Tim turns his attention to the motor that powers the turntable.
Yes, it shouldn't be making that clicking, churning noise. So that suggests there's something stuck inside there on one of the gears. What it is, well, we shall find out when we get it apart.
Some of the treasures that arrive at the repair shop may not be large of stature, but they hold decades of family history. Judy Ford from East Lothian has brought in one such item.
Hello.
Hi there.
Brought my chair.
Oh, lovely.
Thank you.
I think I know just the lady for this.
Good.
Sonnaz?
This is a job for the furniture dream team. Restorer Will Kirk and upholsterer Sonnaz Nooranvary.
So what have we got here? Charles' rocking chair.
Charles' rocking chair. Yes, it's very old.
What's the story behind this chair?
That's been with me all my life. And my mum said she had it as a child as well, so it could be about 120 years old.
Right.
Wow. Can you remember this from as a child?
Yes. I played with it, I rocked on it, I went over on it because it's not very stable.
All right.
And my daughters both used it.
Right.
And my grandchildren both used it.
So it's that 4 generations.
Wow.
But I'd like to pass it on to the 5th when my grandchildren have their kids.
Their kids.
Wow, that's incredible.
But at the moment, it's just scruffy and
Not quite usable.
tatty and
It's a little bit,
coming to
bit
pieces.
loose there.
It's been sitting in an airing cupboard now for, I would say, 30 years.
Did you say an airing cupboard?
Yeah.
Because looking at these joints here, I think that's
right,
where all of the glue looks like, well, I would have said dry, but there's no glue there to be dry. so that's why that's all popped out.
Put some padding on there to give it a bit more of a plumptious look for a start.
Plumptious?
Plumptious look.
Plumptious.
We love a bit of plumptiousness. The key really is what colour fabric.
Fabric, yeah.
Jazzy yellow
Or some nice
Not
brown.
necessarily. No, I don't want brown. It's something appropriate for children.
Okay,
I don't mind.
you don't mind. So we've got creative freedom.
Yes, you have.
Yeah. Exciting.
Yeah.
Exciting indeed.
Yeah.
So Sonnaz will do an amazing job on the upholstery side.
I'm sure you will.
And Will do an amazing job on the woodwork side, for sure.
And once this looks amazing, we will give you a call.
That's brilliant.
Thanks
Thank
for
you
coming
very
down.
much. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Love it. Love it.
It's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think Will and Sonnaz have actually got a big challenge because it's falling apart. It's great to think it's going to be restored so that my great-grandchildren can use it in the future.
It's a bit small for me. I kind of want to have a little sit down.
No, don't do that.
No?
No. It's coming apart already, though.
Joints are really bad.
Yeah.
Upholstery. Talk to me.
So, saggy bottom.
Yeah.
Never a good look.
No.
I think some webbing through the base, maybe 1 or 2 webs through the back. I need to strip this off so that you can get on with the woodwork side.
I think you should take it now before I try and sit on it.
Exactly.
And cause
So,
damage.
without further ado...
Take it away. Cool. See you later.
Right, I'm going to start with the back and see if I can wiggle these studs out. I am slightly worried about pinning back into the frame because it's particularly thin, these rails, and sometimes there's a risk that you can damage them. So I'm going to have to be extra specially careful.
Also treading carefully is gramophone expert Tim. He's taking apart the motor of the tiny antique record player.
Tricky little thing to get in here because there's so little room for manoeuvre. Ah, there we go. Let's lift the top off the motor and let us see what we've got inside here. All these gears, all these teeth will need cleaning up. It's just 90 years worth of grot, basically. Now, you can probably see here is one old needle. You always find these inside the boxes of gramophones, and that, jammed against that, will have been probably what's making that strange scrunching, grinding noise as it was running round. So I'm glad we found that. And then what do we find in here? Oh yes, another needle. Not doing so badly so far. One thing you can't do, it's a mistake that people often make, is they put a lot of fresh oil on without cleaning all the old stuff off first. And that is basically like polishing a car without washing it first.
But it's not just the mechanism that isn't up to repair shop standard. The case needs some expert attention from master saddle maker Susie Fletcher.
Susie.
Yeah.
A favour.
Okay.
Well, you see the handle on this little Peter Pan gramophone?
Yeah.
It's broken.
Okay. How about if I make another handle, same thickness of leather as this? I've got some black leather that I think will do the trick quite nicely.
That'll look lovely. You're a genius.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. I've used the old handle to give me a guide to making the pattern. So now I've finished creasing it, the next stage is to slide the tips underneath the brackets, which could be interesting. There we have it.
Just about to come on to doing the mainspring now. There's a lot of very old grease in here that's gone pretty hard and thick and It actually gums the spring up, and the speed will slow down, then suddenly speed up, and it just sounds awful. The major challenge with any of these things is not to get them to go round, it's to get it to do it at a steady 78 for 2.5 to 3 minutes.
Records produced between 1898 and the late 1950s had a playing speed of 78 revolutions per minute, so were commonly known as 78s.
This is the main spindle that the turntable sits on top of, so important we get this to turn nicely. I know Richard said he wants to pass it on to his grandson, who's 5. It's interesting to think, what will a young person these days make of it? I don't think they'll chuck out their MP3 player and listen to this instead, but I think there is a certain magic to something as physical, as mechanical as this. There we go. So, and lastly, of course, we need the governor. Oh, fiddlesticks. Right, we've got a problem. One of these governor springs, this bit here, is broken away.
Governors are the spinning weights that regulate the speed of the turntable. With one broken, Tim's got no way to keep it playing at 78 RPM.
Luckily, I have got an assortment of spare governor springs here. I bought these at an antique fair earlier this year. Bit of a nuisance, but better it's broken now than when we've got it all back together and we're trying to play records on it.
Next into the workshop, Judy Evans has a piece of history that's been part of her family business for 4 generations.
Right, what have we got?
We have my family's old cash register from 1913.
Oh, my word. Dom, can you give me a hand?
Judy's hoping that Steve and the repair shop team can get this old heavyweight back on its feet again.
Oh, blimey. Come on, here.
You wouldn't run away with that till, would you?
I'll leave you with that.
Thanks, Dom. Appreciate that. Right, what have we got here, apart from, obviously, it's a till?
Yes, it's a cash register from my family business, which started in 1862.
Oh, right.
And this was purchased by my great-grandfather, Mr. George Williams.
So the business is still in...
It's still in our... Yes, I'm now running the shop as the great-great-granddaughter.
What a nice piece.
If you look inside the drawer here, take it out. So look on the underside there. You can just about make up George Williams here, and 1913, and you read the guarantee, it's 2 years. And sadly, the guarantee has run out in 1915.
When was the last time this was used?
Well, my father thinks it was around 1965-ish.
Right.
I mean, my dad used to joke he didn't throw it out because he didn't think decimalisation was going to take off.
What memories does this bring back to you?
Well, it brings back memories, obviously, of the shop itself in the old times, but it's also memories of playing shop with my friends in the back in the stockroom, playing on the till, and you know, it'd just be so fantastic to have it actually operating again.
This is a great project, so thank you so much for bringing it in.
My pleasure, thank you.
You're welcome.
My family would be delighted to see it working again. It reminds me of my grandparents, great-grandparents, and to think that, you know, that was used by them every day. And lovely to feel that, you know, we can still have it there in the shop to feel and to touch and to appreciate.
The cash register was manufactured in America by the National Cash Register Corporation. Founded in 1884 in Ohio, they were the makers of the world's first mechanical cash register. By 1914, the company was producing over 100,000 a year, and it's still going strong today. But it's up to Steve to fix this 100-year-old model.
Steve, are we in the money yet? Must be payday.
Look at that down in there.
Whoa!
You see all the muck and grime?
Dirty in there, isn't it?
That's just years and years and years of dust and grime, isn't it?
That's what my toothbrush looks like. So what we're going to do, we're going to get it over?
Yeah, let's get the back off, shall we? Can you just hold that, because it's really heavy. You got it?
Yeah, I got it. Here we go.
Oh, my goodness.
That's heavy.
Oh, look at that.
But that is some level of dirt.
Where'd that piece go, then? Oh, that must have been the other piece of glass that went across the
At the top.
I've no idea where to start on this.
I thought as much, because normally you're right. I'll take that bit off, I
think the first thing we need to do is get a hoover.
All right, I'll get a hoover.
Okay.
There we are. Cool.
You know how to use it?
Of course I do. I clean up every night, mate. There we go, there we go. Oh, look at that.
You're enjoying that?
I am as well. Look at that.
Oh, that looks so much better already, doesn't it?
No dust.
It still doesn't work.
So what's the next stage? You've got to take this all apart, haven't you, really? Haven't you?
I'm going to try and get into it somehow, but I don't want to take this apart because it's so complex. I can see if there's something obvious, like a piece of glass stuck in it, or a broken lever, or a broken spring, or something like that.
I'm with you.
But I'm definitely not going to take this all apart.
At some point, you're going to have to take it apart, Steve. I know you're scared of it a bit. You don't like me saying that, but I know you're scared of it. This beast has got the better of you.
No, it hasn't got the better of me.
You sure?
No, I'll sort it out.
And then we'll be in the money.
Right.
Ahoy!
On the opposite side of the workshop, the child's rocking chair has been stripped of its upholstery and passed over to wood expert Will.
It looks to be in relatively good condition. I think that the back here is just popping out there where the glue's dried and the joints have come away. But getting some glue in there, that should be quite a straightforward fix. It's notorious with chairs like this where there's so many joints involved that all it takes is for one or two of them to be slightly loose or the glue to be too dry, and then it sort of sets everything wobbling. So I've got a feeling if I can glue those two back there, it should actually pull everything back into place. So I'm going to give it a nice clean now and sort of see what I'm left with after. Not everybody really knows the best way to clean furniture as well, so a lot of cleaners melt the top surface of the polish to make it look cleaner, but what you're doing is actually removing what you really want to keep on there in order to protect the furniture.
The build-up of years of wax, polish and dirt, combined with the natural aging of the wood, gives this chair its patina, a rich, dark colour.
Sometimes just a really light clean with a bit of white spirit just to clean up any surface dirt is more than enough. All that needs to be done now is I need to get some glue into the wobbly joints up here and clamp that down. I'm really pleased with this. I love it.
Once the structure is secure, Will passes the chair back to Sonnaz.
Thank you. Wow, that looks amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah, I love it.
It's been cleaned, it's been waxed, it's been glued, it's been buffed, and I haven't actually changed the original colour.
Yeah, love it. Great, it feels nice as well.
I've also made sure that there's no wax residue in case it gets on the fabric, and I don't want you to be angry with me.
Good thinking, Batman, yeah. No, that's great.
So my side of the deal is done.
Yeah, and you've done a great job. Thank you very much.
Over to you.
Thank you.
And I look forward to seeing the fabric.
Yes. Now I've got this chair back from Will, I can now get some upholstery on it, or get upholstering it rather. First step, black and white webbing on the seat base. and all I've got to do is web, I'd say 3 webs across there. A little bit tricky because it obviously wants to rock. That is ready to rock and roll. So I've got a bit of remnant 12-ounce hessian here to use up. So I'm going to put some polyester wadding on the base. Okay, so I have cut a few layers of wadding so that it builds up a really nice mini dome on the seat base to give it a bit of plumptuousness. And so even just looking at that now, I think that's going to work beautifully. Got my fabric here, lovely light colour fabric. I can see straight away that it does really bring out the lovely tones of brown in the woodwork, and Will's lovely work that he's done to clean this up has really made a difference. So this is not my final fix, this is just a temporary fix. Often your first anchoring tacks are too tight. You can see here, this staple is a little bit too tight. This is called a tack drag. You can tell that it's too tight because there's a bit of an arc in the weft of the fabric. The way that you remember what a weft and a weave is weft goes weft to white and a weave goes up the roll. So as long as you remember weft to white, you won't get confused. So I think I need to get a little bit more tension through the front, but apart from that, it's looking quite good.
Horologist Steve has had to do some sorting up on the inner workings of the antique till, as it's a far cry from his usual clocks and watches.
I've gone online to see what problems there are with these national cash registers, and they've suggested that the problem is usually in the totalizer, which is a bit of mechanism here on the front. So I'm going to hopefully take this off. They say it's very, very simple, so very conscious that there may be springs. Oh, some spring went then. Oh, that's heavy. Wow, this is amazing. This is the totalizer. This will give them a total of the amount of money that's been put through the till in a day. Just pop this over here.
Once broken, these complicated mechanisms are often beyond repair, and the only way to get the till up and running is to remove the totalizer completely.
They say that this will unjam it. Yes. That's brilliant. And one thing that isn't working is the till's supposed to fly out.
As Steve delves deeper into the till's workings, ceramics restorer Kirsten joins the investigation.
Steve?
Oh yeah, you're right. This is like a detective sort of thing, really. Someone has tried, or someone has successfully broken into it at some point.
Really?
Because this unit here, you see it's supposed to have a loop over it.
Absolutely.
And that actually goes into the locking part of the till.
Right.
Right, and it's been forced, so it's actually broken that. So I need to repair that as well.
Goodness.
But not only that, they've actually tried putting a lever in. This is what I believe.
Right, OK, Detective Steve.
Bear with me. They put a lever in, and they've actually broken the corner of that cast iron front off.
How fascinating.
Yep.
Goodness me.
So, well, it is fascinating because I want you to. I'd like you to. I'm asking you to.
Okay. Are you begging me?
Yeah, I'm begging, right,
Okay.
begging to actually make a new piece there.
Okay, let's have a look then. Yeah, I'm sure that's fine. I've got a modelling material which would be fine for metal, and I could make up that corner. Yeah. Steve's asked me to have a look at this section from the cash register. Although I don't normally work on metal items, one of the fillers that I use, it's a 2-part epoxy, and it does actually cure really, really hard.
So I've just cut this spring ready to make another spring for the till. Basically, it's a conical spring that when you press the buttons on the till, it pushes the drawer out. It's not the easiest of jobs making a conical shape because you start bending one area and it does affect the next area. So it is a matter of just working your way up the spring and getting a tighter and tighter circle until you've got the nice cone shape. It's not pretty, but it'll certainly work. Good. So those 2 springs there should shoot the till out when you press the keys.
Come with gifts.
Oh, well done. Okay. Oh, that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Oh,
Thank you.
that's superb.
All right.
Yeah, I'll finish it off now.
Good. I look forward to seeing it.
I'm just going to see whether it actually fits into the till with the front on now, and locks all right. And it does. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Cha-ching. That's all right. That works well. Good.
Meanwhile, Tim is still working on the 95-year-old Peter Pan gramophone. He's replaced the broken governor and has finished reassembling the motor.
The acid test now. Wind her up. And will it actually work? Oh, yes. She's turning, and the turntable, or the spider, there we go. Well, that looks pretty good. He's doing a nice, consistent speed.
Next, Tim needs to get the motor back into its case, which has been receiving the attentions of leather worker Susie.
Hello there. I got a present for you.
That is brilliant.
Well, thank you.
That is absolutely beautiful. That's much better than the original would have been when it was new.
Well, perhaps not, but I did clean this up a little bit because it was a bit dirty.
That handle, that is absolutely splendid. Oh, you are a genius.
Thank you very much.
Great,
We'll see you
Susan.
later.
Thank you so much. Now, all we've got to do is put the works in it.
As Tim tightens the remaining nuts and bolts, Richard and Leslie, the gramophone's owners, are en route back to the repair shop.
I'm very excited, actually. I'm absolutely looking forward to seeing what Tim has done to our gramophone.
OK. Keeping it real on the wheels of steel.
It means a lot family history-wise.
Yeah.
A lot of the people that listen to that gramophone have gone now.
There's a connection.
Yeah, it's a connection with something that's very precious to you.
Good afternoon, Richard.
Hello, Tim. Nice to see you again.
Good afternoon, Leslie.
Tim?
Well, how do you remember this last time you saw it?
Defunct. The springs had gone. It was looking a bit tatty, a bit used. Yeah, it wasn't looking very happy.
No. Well, I'll take the cover off.
Yeah.
You let me know if you can spot any changes.
Oh, my word.
Look at
Oh.
that.
Now, well, do you want to open it up and assemble
sure.
it?
Okay. That's different.
Yeah.
Totally.
And the needles there.
Still goes together in the same way.
Oh, yeah, it still goes together. But the sound box, you notice that.
Yeah.
It says Peter Pan. The reason you couldn't see that before is because it was completely obscured with that. Somebody carefully cut that and made a hole in the middle and then put it under the mica diaphragm.
Sort of dampen it down in some way, perhaps.
Well, it would completely stop it working altogether.
Honest God, it wasn't me.
I was hoping that you might be able to shed some light on why.
I know not.
That was done because it's a total mystery. As to what was inside, a lot of the problem was old gramophone needles that had fallen down inside and were sticking into the gear.
Really? Can't see that.
Now, we had to think about what you might like. And there we go.
I'm over the moon. I just think it's remarkable. I can't say thank you enough. Well done, Tim. Well done.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure. If it makes
You're
you
a
happy,
remarkable man. A remarkable man.
Well, it beats going out and getting a proper job, doesn't it?
It's remarkable that it's been able to be restored and we can listen to it again and we can pass it on to our grandson.
As long as you're happy.
Thank you very much.
A pleasure.
Bye-bye.
A pleasure.
Bye.
Safe journey.
Upholstery expert Sonnaz is putting the finishing touches to the 100-year-old rocking chair with a colourful modern twist.
The challenge with these particular studs is that the colour is actually an enamelled colour finish. And I have got a nylon-tipped tack hammer, which will hopefully mean that I'm not going to scratch or dent the top surface of my stud. Whacking it in. Okay. Oops. That's how not to tack in that stud. As I hit the stud, I've really got to hit it square on the head of the actual dome. If I don't hit it square, then two things can happen. The pin could buckle, or the head could actually move off-centre. Hitting that pin in now, that stud in now, I can see that the head has moved. And that can be because maybe it's hit a really hard bit of wood on the inside or a knot. If I just gently keep tapping it, it will straighten up. So that's great. This sort of finessing work is all about getting the finish absolutely spot on. And it's quite crucial. And it makes a difference from something looking good to something looking great. Right. Last one on this front row. We're good.
Owner Judy has arrived to claim her family heirloom.
I'm really excited. I've only ever seen it as a scruffy rocking chair. So I'm really looking forward to seeing it, what they've been able to achieve.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Nice to see you again.
And you. So, can you remember what it used to look like?
Yeah, it was dirty and scruffy and a horrible gold cover when I brought it in.
Yeah. And you wanted it childlike and playful?
That's right. and I'm just hoping you and Will have worked miracles.
Ah, are you ready?
Yeah. Oh, lovely. Oh, lovely. They look like tiddlywinks, don't they?
Yeah, yeah, good.
That's lovely, natural colours. Thank you very, very much.
Pleasure. I've made you a little
Smashing.
extra something to go with it.
Oh, have you?
I have, which is just down here. Thought it was missing a cushion to go with it. So we've made you a little round
That
cushion
is
to
lovely
match
for a
it
little
all.
person.
Yeah, yeah.
That is lovely. I just love this chair.
Aww.
I really do. It's part of my life. It's fabulous, thank you. It's in a better condition than I ever remember it being in. It's just wonderful to get it back in a usable state. I'll find a little spot for it so I can be proud of it yet again.
Mechanical Whiz Steve has finished work on his first ever cash register repair. And it's time for Foreman Jay's inspection.
How we doing?
Yeah, all done.
Yeah? Is it working, though? That's the main thing.
Yeah, it is, absolutely.
You've got a bit out the back there. You've missed a bit.
No, I've missed a big bit.
OK.
This is the totalizer. I've taken that out.
You're taking the totalizer out?
Yeah, well, as soon as the totalizer becomes a problem, take it out. And basically, I've looked at it, and all of the fronts of these pieces of the totalizer,
Yeah.
they're all deteriorating, they're all peeling off, and they're metal, and it's all got jammed up inside. So I've taken it out, I've cleaned up the mechanism.
So it does work, though, without that?
Yeah. Go on, have a go. 10 shillings and sixpence.
10 shillings?
Yeah.
That one?
No,
What?
that's just 10 shillings. You've missed out the 6.
What, you've got to press them both together?
Yeah.
10 shillings and sixpence?
Yep.
OK.
Cha-ching.
Cha-ching. I've got one for you. 2 fat ladies. 88. You don't know about that, do you? Oh, that is nice. No, you've done a good job. So even though it's the first time you've ever done a till,
Yeah.
you've done it all right.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
No, well done. You happy?
Yeah, really happy. I love this. Do you know what I love about this most?
What?
Shut your eyes.
That is nice.
Just that sound.
Yeah, that's the
Does that
sound of
take you
money,
back?
isn't it? That's the sound of
No,
money.
it just takes me back to my childhood.
This is going to look amazing in the shop, isn't it?
It's going to look brilliant.
The till is transported back home to the shop in Cheshire, where Judy's mum and dad, Derek and Megan, are reminiscing.
Called it Williams's since 1862. And we've run it 5 generations now, which Judy is the latest.
180, thank you very much. Thank you.
We always had the till there, and it was rather a nice thing to have.
I like the ching.
Went ping.
It's like open all hours, it really was.
Right, that's 10. Thank you very much. Thanks. See you again.
It's a lovely old thing, you know, isn't it? Although it is American.
To celebrate its return, Judy has invited shop assistant Olive and Jean, who worked at the shop from the age of 14 until she retired.
Well, look what's back, everybody. Yeah, shall we take a look?
Let's have a look.
This old friend of the shop.
I named it Till Tilly.
It's going to bring back a few memories, Jean, isn't it? The cash register is really important to me because it really gives me that connection with the past and with my great-grandfather. There we go. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Oh, the corner's all fixed. Look, that's fantastic. So this was here when you came, Jean, was it?
Oh, yeah, that was definitely
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Shall we see if it can ring a new
Go on,
tune?
then, Duke, go on. Oh,
Oh, there we go. Cha-ching.
Lovely ring, isn't
Called
it?
music.
It's nice to have this back in the shop now.
Lovely, yeah.
And it'll be here for a good while longer, we hope.
We hope, yes.
It will be nice for the customers to come in and they see it there and they say, oh, what a fantastic till.
It just brings back memories, and I'm glad it's able to be used again.
It's wonderful. I think it's actually working better than it did when I was here.
Join us next time as more extraordinary treasures
marvellous.
are rescued and restored
That is just how I remember it.
in the repair shop.